So here it is, well, at least half of it. Yes, that's right, half of it, of what I plan to do for history for the upcoming school year 2021-22. If you want to hear me explain all of this craziness and tell you what is not pictured here, stay tuned. Okay, so here is my plan. You probably saw two or three different spines in that kind of overall view of everything, and I'm just going to explain how this is going to work. My plan is to do a 1 year overview of world history with my kids, ages 1st grade and 5th grade, in the coming fall. I would like to cover all of world history from creation to present day if possible, but my main goal is to get through the age of the explorers because we have studied quite a bit of world history along with our American history and Columbus and Ponce de Leon and all of that. So we have talked about some other world history events from that time period and forward. So if we only get up to the explorers, I'm going to call it a win. But this is what we're doing. This is my plan. And let me tell you, this, like I said, isn't even all of it. But this will give you an idea. I felt like I had enough here to kind of explain to you my plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Mystery of History Volumes 1 and 2 audiobooks. Now these actually are the companion guides that allowed me to print off kind of the lessons and maps and all of that, like these sheets here, okay, that tell me different activities I could do. And then there are also mapping and timeline activities to do that are available from the companion guide. So I know that there's a newer version out, but currently the audiobook goes along with this version. And so that's the one I got because we are going to actually listen to the audiobook recordings, not the text. So I do not have the Mystery of History textbooks here at all. All I purchased were the MP3 audios and these companion guide CDs. So I have worksheets and I have audio. That's it. No textbook. We're going to listen to anywhere from 3 to 4 per day, depending on how long they are. They range in length from 4 to 11 minutes each. And my goal is to listen to about 3 to 4 of them, depending on how long they are. If we can get 10 audio recordings in a week, that will be fantastic. And that will allow us to get through both of these volumes in 20 weeks. Now again, we're listening to the lessons while we do some notebooking, while we eat breakfast, while we maybe do some coloring or work on the timeline for this. So it shouldn't take more than about 20 to 25 minutes per day to do our history listening, and then we will go ahead and pick an activity to do, not lasting more than 10 minutes or so. So that is the plan for the first 20 weeks. Now let me show you in here real quick what I did. I actually printed off from those CDs, I printed off some worksheets. I printed off a set of maps here, but I've changed my plan a little bit with the maps, and I'll tell you that in just a second. But I did print off those maps. But I'm going to do sorry, I should have had some of these pages marked for you. What I'm going to do is, like I said, 3 to 4 lessons per day when we sit down to do history. So we will listen to this, and as we are listening to that lesson, I do have some pages here for my son to do some note-taking and also to have some colored pictures to look at, because doing the audiobook, we wouldn't really have much to look at. And when we get to a lesson where I might actually want him to do some writing or something like that, we might pause the audio and let him do that. But for the most part, we're going to try and do 3 to 4 lessons a day, and then we'll pick out of these activities, okay, maybe one from all 3 lessons combined. So we won't do one activity per lesson. We'll just pick maybe one of the activities that they really want to do and do that one. So we're still only doing one activity per day, but that will allow us to get through 4 lessons, 3 to 4 lessons in one sitting. I don't feel like that's really rushing it per se, because I feel like one activity per lesson is a lot anyway, and so I feel like doing multiple lessons, hearing the content for multiple lessons, and just picking one activity will still give us a very fun and hands-on approach to history. Now, the reason I picked the audiobooks for those early years is because there's a lot I don't want to pronounce in there, you guys. I'll just be honest. So that's why we have the audiobooks for those early years. And then I've also picked up some other things for the early time periods. A book about the Ice Age, Noah and Fossils, another one on Noah's Ark, Life in the Great Ice Age. Most of these, if not all, are from master books. More about dinosaurs, more about the Ark, more dinosaurs. This is something else we can do when we're listening to the audiobook, coloring in our dinosaur book. These sticker books are super fun if you're not familiar with them. More dinosaurs and more dinosaurs. Now, what we might do when we get to the dinosaurs is just take a week and have Dinosaur Week, because as you can see, I've got tons of dinosaur books. So we might do that. We might take a week and actually just talk about dinosaurs, because that's kind of fun to do too. All right, now we are going to use these for our timeline because I looked at the printable timeline options that were available for the Mystery of History, and they just seemed very basic, you guys, very childish. My son wouldn't really enjoy those. These are, I think I've shown you these before in another video, but these are already full color and they can just be punched out or cut out, and I think my son will enjoy these a lot more. And we've got Creation to Rome, Fall of Roman Renaissance, and Explorers to Present Day. If there happens to be something, because this is from Master Books, this isn't from Mystery of History, if there happens to be something that doesn't line up, like there isn't a timeline card for something that the Mystery of History calls for, then we will just create one as the companion guide says. So this is what we're doing for our timeline. And then for the next periods of history, so after kind of where the Volume 2 lets off, we will start using this book. Now, we'll probably use this book from the beginning. If you're not familiar with this, this is a huge, really sturdy timeline that we can look at as well, and it pulls out, and I think it goes like up to 11 feet or something, or 15 feet. And so this is something we will use really from the start, but we'll really kind of zone in on it once we finish Volume 2. So after the 20th week, and we don't have really a spine anymore, we're going to kind of come to this book, and also a couple other resources that I will just drop a picture in here right now. And those resources we will use to kind of study the medieval times, the Renaissance times, and get us up to, Lord willing, the explorers when by the end of the year, by the time the end of the year comes. So that is my plan for history. Very unlike me. I would normally never have this many things, this many moving parts, but I really felt like I had to create it for myself because I wasn't finding what I wanted. I wanted 1 year of history for the, world history from creation to now, and I wanted to be able to combine my kids. I wanted to be able to have some hands-on projects already provided for me in some things, and I didn't mind chasing down a few hands-on projects, but I really wanted it pretty much planned out for me when it came to projects. And Mystery of History, you guys, it was super close. I mean, that's pretty much the format I wanted, but it just divided the history up over four years, and I wanted it all in one. I didn't feel like I wanted to try and do all 4 volumes at once. Number one, that would be too expensive to buy all those audiobooks, and number two, I didn't want to rush through things even more than I'm already doing, and I felt like if I bought all 4 volumes, then I'd be even more rushed. So we'll see how this goes. I will certainly let you know. I might be, changing things up and just saying, hey, we're not going to get through a full year of world history this way. I got to change things, and that's okay too. But this is my plan, to use all these books here. I'll bring them all back in so you can kind of see in case you're forgetting what I've already picked. This is what we have planned for our history for both my first grader and my fifth grader for the upcoming fall. Now, I don't think I mentioned in here, there was like a $5 printable file that I got online that had the notebooking pages and the color pages. I will try to leave a link down below where I got that, but everything else that was here, I actually purchased on the Timberdoodle website. It was the best price, and I was able to use some Timberdoodle dollars for that, so I will leave a link below to the Timberdoodle site for this. Pretty much all this whole stack was master books. I will leave a link below for that, and I will definitely keep you posted. Probably I will do more updates on this next year than anything else, because this is going to be the big question mark, you guys. Will this approach work? Am I going to be sorry I did this? I don't know. We'll have to see. But I thought I would give you a separate video for our history choices because there was so much here, and I didn't want to take 11 minutes to explain our history plan in my big fifth grade curriculum reveal. So when I do my big reveal for fifth grade, which it should be coming soon, because I think I placed my last order today, you guys. So I think it should be coming soon when I can reveal that video to you. But when I do that video, I'll probably just, maybe have one book out here and say, hey, I have so much more to go along with this. I have a whole history plan. Go see that video, versus me explaining all of this, when I've got all those other subjects to show you. So that's why I decided to do this video separately. I hope it was helpful. Let me know below if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if anyone is willing to try this kind of a plan out with me. I would love to know that you're going to do this sort of a thing with us. That would be fun, and we could compare notes and encourage each other. But I would love for you to leave your feedback about any of the books you see here. I look at that and I can change up my plan a little based on your comments, and it's always helpful. So please leave that down below, and I will catch you in the next video.